PC prices have now launched on foottrading.co.uk. You guys asked for them, we have given them to you. Over 660 PC prices for special cards, gold cards, all that sort of stuff over on foottrading.co.uk. A tier 1 subscription which includes silvers, icons and special cards for Xbox and PS is £10 a month. And a tier 2 subscription is live filters. We have the buying and selling prices for nearly 1,300 special cards, 300 icons and every single profitable silver card filter on this game. For tier 2 you also get access to the live filters feature, which is one of our most popular, and My Trade Storage, which is a custom built storage platform for you guys to store the trades you've made and see your profit in real time. So check out foottrading.co.uk, but for now, let's get into the video. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. As always, if you're new around here, please do consider subscribing down below. Clicking the like button, all that good stuff, it's massively, massively appreciated. Like I say, we're on the road towards the next big sub target on the channel, which is 15,000 subs. For me, I want to say thank you for all the mental support I've had this year. I started sort of doing YouTube full time, continuing sort of releasing videos from sort of December onwards. And since then we've grown massively. So I'm extremely thankful for you guys, for everything you do for me. And long may it continue. But this video is the essentially batch 3 video in terms of talking about how to save coins and how to make coins from batch 3. It is relatively simple. There's sort of 3 things that I think we need to talk about in this video. The first is the TOTW'S players themselves and what we can expect from batch 3. The second is investments that you can make into batch 3. And the third is going to be talking about silvers and how impactful they're going to be for the next couple of days in terms of very easy coins that you can make. So without further ado, let's get into the first point, which is talking about the TOTW'S players themselves. Alright guys, so we are here on Futbin and I'm going to show you what happened last year. I always caveat it with the games are different. So FIFA 18 is different to 19 is different to 20. But you can usually see some, I guess, similarities is the best way of putting it between games and what will happen in the market. Last year's stuff's usually a good marker of what happens this year. So I've got 3 players up I want to show you to give you an idea of where the market's going. So we've got Jadon Sancho here. And this time last year, he was up at sort of like 700k before crashing down as low as 437k by the 8th of August. He then steadily rose back again into sort of September, etc. Kai Havertz was up at like 1.7 mil. Coming into August, he then dropped down as far as 731k before coming back to around 1 million coins again later in September. And then Wissam Ben Yedder was like 936k pretty much in and around this time. Now, you got to caveat with this came later last year than it has this year. This year it's come earlier, but we'll talk about that in a minute. And then he dropped off massively into August and came down in price. But what are we expecting from batch 3? And that's the most important thing here. Batch 3, we expect to see all TOTW'S back in packs again. So loads of TOTW'S cards will be back in packs, and that's going to give us a huge amount of supply of TOTW'S cards. Now that's a good and bad thing. First thing that does is if you're opening up packs, it's going to give you TOTW'S cards as part of that. You can then sell. And it's going to bring coins onto the game. It just will. Loads of coins will come onto the game. But it also brings supply, obviously. So, yes, you're going to be making money by selling your cards on the market. But loads of other people are also going to be doing the same thing. So, the question mark here is, where do we see the market because of this batch? Now, I think personally, the TOTW'S are going to drop off in price quite quickly. We've seen that with batch 1 and batch 2. If I show you like Juan Jesus, let's get Juan Jesus up as an example. He was someone I traded with at the beginning of TOTW'S because he crashed down in price. But if you look at Juan Jesus' card here, so at the moment it's about 20,000 coins on Xbox and 19,000 or so on PlayStation. This is when he was released back into packs again in around here, and bang, he dropped off. Now, he went from, 39k all the way down to 20k. He halved in price, basically. He's sort of seen a little bit of a resurgence, and we're going into Weekend League, which will see his price go up a little bit. But he's dropped off quite heavily in price. Most Team of the Weeks did that. A lot of the cards have done that. And so, if we can glean from batch 1 and 2 what's going to happen with batch 3, I think we're going to see a crash in the price of TOTW'S. The question mark for me is whether icons do a similar sort of thing. So I'm going to bring up an icon that's decent from last year. Let's bring up Moments Cliver. A card that I used last year, infinitely usable last year. If you have a little look at the same period last year, if you look at, he sort of saw a steady progression down the whole time. Steady progression down, steady progression down, steady progression down. Is this year's card? We're going to get last year's, don't ignore me. There we go, FIFA 19. Helpful, got that one up. But yeah, it's still the same thing. Steady progression down, and then he climbed back. Like, his drop-off is quite big. Is it as dramatic as, for example, Havertz, who sort of halved his value? Not really. But I'd be mindful of the fact that these cards here are going to be affected. I think the whole market is probably going to see a dip. So what does that mean for your cards? That means you should be selling your cards, in my opinion. Now, I always have had an ethos all year with things like promos coming out and people say to me, oh, should I sell my team? I always say yes. Now, there is a risk that you sell your team and the market doesn't drop off as much. Maybe the market climbs. You have to buy back your team. But if the market does drop off like it does last year, you're going to lose hundreds of thousands of coins. Whereas you could sell your team relatively now and buy it back once we know what the prices are doing. Once we know where the market's got to, if the market's come down a lot, if it's come up a lot, whatever it is, you then know you're sort of armed with the knowledge of what you could be going and doing in terms of buying back your team. But in my opinion, you're going to be left with more coins. I think if you sell off your TOTW'S cards, some of your icon cards perhaps, you're going to see like the prices come down. If they come down by what, 200k on some of these cards, it comes down by that. You're going to be able to buy them back once we've had supply for a little while, a lot cheaper, and have change left over to then maybe improve your teams. A lot of people are like, oh, FIFA's dead. It's not. The game's going into October. People are still playing this game right now. You're still getting a decent amount of transfers on both consoles, so I'd be mindful of that. But in my opinion, with regards to those, you should be looking to sell, to get your team, get liquid. It frees up and it removes any risk from your team. Free up your coins, liquidate your club, see where you're at, and then you know, right, okay, cool, this is what I can go and do. So that's what I think will happen to the market. That's what I think you should do with the cards you currently have. Now let's talk about what you should be buying into. Alright guys, so investing into batch 3 is relatively simplistic. There's no point me overglossing it and pretending like it's hard. It isn't at all. So if you look at Lars Bender, if you remember batch 1, Lars Bender got a right back card put into the game, and you could pack him. When he was at packs, he went from 1,000 coins all the way up to a sort of peak of nearly 10,000 coins. So he nearly times by 10 in value. And this happens with most cards on the game. When they're out of packs, there's a supply of them, the market rises. And it's even more effective at the moment because EA are bringing out daily SBCs for a pack. They are bringing out SBCs for TOTW'S cards right now. They're bringing out SBCs for the Summer Showdowns. So fodder's at a premium as it is. Fodder's already at a premium. But cards like Bender are useful. They're right backs, things like that. These are sort of cards you want to be looking at. Wingers, right backs, full backs. They're the ones that tend to do best when it comes to investing. But someone will be sitting there and go, okay, cool, I've got a Bundesliga team made up for this SBC. I'm just going to go and buy that Bender. And they go up in price. And it's as simple as that. So you want to be looking at TOTW'S cards, pretty much any of the TOTW'S cards that are going into packs. We believe, no one knows for certain, but we believe that all the TOTW'S are going into packs now. So on Friday, we should see all the TOTW'S pack. EA might stagger it a little bit. But either way, you're going to see a good return on your investments for the TOTW'S cards that are in packs. Because what we should see during this SBC again, during this batch, are SBCs, like we've got now. Maybe more TOTW'S SBCs. There's rumours of a Prime Moments SBC. And today we did see, let me just go to my Twitter. Again, Footwatch, shout out to them for this. Foot Store pack guarantees a player from any team this season so far. So we could see that throughout the promo. We could see that coming today, tomorrow, whenever it is. But out-of-pack investments are always super effective at this point of the game, at this point of FIFA. Juan Jesus is another example. It was Impact, out-of-pack, and he's got as high as 4.4k. And that's from a low of, 1k? So he's nearly times by 5 in value, which is incredible. It's huge profits back. And then we look at Thomas Lemar, and these are the ones that interest me the most. Thomas Lemar is currently extinct on both consoles. His 83 card. He's in packs at the moment as a FUT birthday. I packed his FUT birthday today as part of my Div Rival Awards. But he is currently extinct. And the reason for that is, at the moment, EA are bringing out lots of content that require 83, 84, 85 teams. That's where I like the fodder. 83s, 84s, 85s, 86s, they're doing very well. Do not get me wrong, any card out of packs will go up in value. They become rarer. There's no supply of them. But you have to wait. You have to be patient. So if you're going to buy into any of these cards, you want to be buying into them like now, but you want to be selling them realistically. Thank you for the follow, whoever that was. You want to be selling them realistically 3, 4, 5 days afterwards. The longer you wait, the more value you make. That's the long and short of it. The longer you wait, the more money you make. It's as simple as that. So if you look at Sancho, for example, he's probably about to go back into it. He's 20,000 coins at the moment. Would I want to be putting 20,000 coins into a card? Probably not. He's a bit high in my opinion. I wouldn't be looking at that. I'd be looking around right now and go into TOTW'S. So go, for example, he's got a Bundesliga TOTW'S card, right? I would go into Bundesliga. We'll go to TOTW'S Ultimate. We can look at TOTW'S Ultimate, but probably not much point in that to a degree. But I'd be looking at teams. I'd be clicking on them going, okay, cool. Henderson, for example. What's his current price for his 83 card? Have a little look at it and go, okay. So he is currently 10k. Now we know that Lemar is extinct. So if you have a little look at Lemar, I don't know what his price range is, but Lemar. Thomas Lamar is currently extinct, and his price range is 13,000 coins, okay? So Henderson's price range is, what, 10,000 is his price range? So unless EA increased that, am I interested in that? Probably not. But if I can pick him up cheaper than that, especially with marquee matchup supply tonight, which is vitally important, people will be opening up tonight. Some will hold for tomorrow, a lot will open for today. As people open up packs at 6 PM, look for these cards. Look for the likes of Lamar, look for the likes of Henderson, those sort of cards that are going to come down. Well, don't look for Lamar actually, but Henderson, those sort of cards that are going to come down in value, are going to go up in value. Alexander-Arnold, what's he sort of looking at the moment? Trent Alexander-Arnold he's 16k at the moment, but he's got a price range of 27k. Now, if during marquee matchup today, I see him being listed for maybe 13, 14,000, I'll probably buy into a few of him because I know he's got a price range of 27k on the blue card. I think what's his gold? I think it's the same as gold, surely. Assuming it's the same as gold. Well, 19,000 is gold, which is what that's doing there. But I'd be looking at these cards and just trying to pick them up as much as I can, as far below as I possibly can. You're relying upon a price range increase on some of these cards. But if you want the best value, you're probably going a bit more obscure. Looking at the Bundesliga, looking at maybe some off-league investments. So I'm thinking the likes of like Pozuelo here, for example. Pozuelo's a Spanish guy. Sometimes they bring out SBCs that require like X amount of leagues. So people look for an off-league Spanish cam. Now, if you have a look at Pozuelo with his graph, if you look at him, he is literally the ideal investment. Just like low, highs, lows, highs, lows, highs. Pozuelo's perfect. And he's very, very good out of packs because there will come an SBC that might say, okay, max from X League, like Max Nations 3, max from X League 5, like, or 3, whatever it is. People like Pozuelo are good. People like, what's his name? George Mere, the Cologne centre-back, he can usually be quite good. But I was just looking for these sort of ones. They're the ones I look for if you want best value. If you want to risk it and make more coins, go for your obvious ones if you can pick them up and snipe them cheap enough. But that's a simplistic way to invest. But the final thing we need to talk about is marquee matchup tonight and the most important investment I think you can make tonight in terms of a pretty much instant return on your coins. Alright guys, so we are on the game now and I want to show you the most simplistic thing that I've spoken about all year and still people don't do it, and that is silver cards. Silver cards have the highest return on investment than any card on FIFA, full stop. There's no debate about that. If I go and buy a silver for 1 to 2k, I can send them back for 4 to 5k. I've doubled my coins on that. There are very few investments you can make on this game whereby you double your coins. Moreover than that, there are very few investments you can make on this game where you double your coins so quickly. Now, last week, I had people come into my chat and say, oh, silvers are dead. The market's so low on silvers. Like, is it even worth it anymore? And I said to them, just wait till this week and see what they do. So as an example, Brescia centre mids, or Brescia midfielders in general, were about 2k earlier this week. There were 2,000 coins. Right now, Brescia midfielders are up at 4.2k and still rising. And that is because people are starting to stack packs for the ultimate tots, okay? So right now, we don't have the best upgrade SBCs on the game. We've got the 81 to 88, I think, or the 82 to 88, and the 81 plus double. So people are stacking packs up from via League SBC method for the tots that are about to drop onto the game. So they're going to have to take these silvers off the market. Tonight, we're going to get supply with marquee matchups, and I've said it a million times this year, and I say it again. Go and invest in silvers. It is instant return. You wait 1 to 2 days to sell your cards back. You will make massive profit from them. It is not hard. It never has been. Go and look at my channel. There is a video on there. It's literally the ultimate silver trading guide. It will give you so many filters you can use. Go over to my Twitch, which is down below. Click the link down below. Go onto that Twitch. Just type in !silvers. It will give you filters. What you are looking for is, right now it is 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm recording this on Thursday. Right now I'm seeing these at 4k. I will check the price of these guys. If you've got the website, you don't need to worry. We do this all for you. FootTrading.co.uk. Use now. If you want to subscribe for £10 a month, we're giving away a copy of FIFA 21 to a subscriber randomly this month, so you might get the game for free anyway. But £10 to learn how to trade for a month. You can then chill out, ready for FIFA 21 and make your coins back. I can't stress it enough. It's well worth every penny you spend. But you're looking for a 40% drop off minimum. Minimum. Ideally, you wait until 6:20, 6:30 before it. So check the prices come 5 o'clock. So if you see Brescia midfielders at 4,000 coins, you're looking for them to drop as low as about 2,400 coins minimum. That's the maximum you want to pay for them. You want to go further down if you can. And you want to buy into them en masse. You want to buy loads of them. Last week, I want to show everyone that silvers weren't dead. So I spent 300,000 coins on silvers to show people they weren't dead. I made 400,000 coins profit after tax. So from an investment of 300k, I took away 700k. There is no method in this game pretty much that can give you that sort of return. Yes, it's a grind, sending them back afterwards. but it's a huge amount of profit. And right now, trade, make coins. So when this TOTW'S comes out at batch 3, you can have so much fun on this game. You can do every SBC you want to do. All that sort of stuff. But it's simplistic. It really is simplistic. But as an example for you now, Brescia strikers, for example, where are they at? So silver strikers to Brescia right now. There's one there for 2k. I'll flip him straight away if there's no around him. He'll flip him straight away. They're about 2.5k. They're too low. And throughout today into tomorrow, silver should see a rise. They'll see a drop tonight, without a doubt. They'll see a drop off because we're going to get supply. And then they'll climb pretty much overnight into Friday and Saturday. People are going to want to open up. Everyone's acting like this game is dead. Trust me, when batch 3 is out and it's TOTW'S galore in packs, everyone's going to be hyped into it. Everyone's going to go mental for it. So get involved in it. But that's the easy ways you can save yourself coins by selling the cards you've got currently and make coins by investing in out-of-pack cards that are leaving packs right now. Look around on Footbin, look for the obscure ones, off nation, so major nation but off league. They're really, really good investments. And silvers tonight, they are your plays. But that is going to be the end of the video. If you are new around here, as always, please do consider subscribing down below. Clicking the like button, it's all appreciated massively. Comment down below anything you want to see. Make sure to check out my second channel, Fuzzy Garms. It's where I'm showing you guys how to make money in real life with vintage clothing and things like that. How you guys can go and do the exact same thing. But yeah, that is the end of the video. Peace out.